Folks, good evening, or good afternoon, as the case may be. We're back with the Sports Report, Gary Patterson and I, and we're going to kick off. We get a full boat here to talk about, so we're going to start off with telling you, last week, Gary and I had a great week.
Picking football games.
Picking football games, and we both ended up 11-4.
I'll take it.
And our best bets, we won both of them.
Good.
So now, just to show you that we're fearless,
Yes,
we're gonna make our choices for this week's games. So Thursday night, which if I'm any judge of Thursdays, is tomorrow.
That's right.
It's Baltimore at home, 3-point favorites over Miami.
Yeah. I think Baltimore really needs this game. They're a little banged up, but they really need the game.
You're absolutely right.
At home, I'm taking Baltimore.
All right. I am going to go with Miami.
Are you?
Yep. And I like the defense, and
they played well.
And I thought Matt Moore played well last year when he got a chance.
Yeah.
Going to give him another chance here, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was in favor of Matt Moore just being their quarterback.
I was too. I could after what he did last year.
Jay Cutler. Come on.
Jay Cutler. Put him up in the booth.
Yeah.
Jeepers creepers. Sunday, and this is getting silly. Sunday over in London.
London. Yeah.
Minnesota is a 9.5-point favorite over Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's the 0-7 Cleveland Browns, by the way.
Yeah. Who I think will win a game this year. I don't think it's this one. Minnesota's better than I thought they were. That's my conclusion so far.
Yeah. And they got a little bit of D, too.
And I'm taking Minnesota.
And I am, too.
Okay.
Down at home in New Orleans, as we say. The Saints are 9 over the Chicago Bears. That's the team that can't score.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? Both of these teams at this point in the season are a little better than I thought they were going to be.
Yes, indeed. So, look, Drew Brees is a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah.
And he's not all done yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, and the Bears don't have a quarterback.
Right.
They got the kid out there.
Trubisky, right?
Yeah.
So.
But they don't let him, he knows 3 patents?
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it. So, it's being at home, I'm going to go with New Orleans.
Yep, me too.
I don't like those 9 points, but...
No, you know, by the way, there's some stats that came out that showed that underdogs with huge spreads beat the spread about 60% of the time. Yeah, I saw that on the internet.
Yeah.
Who knows? That's just a pack of lies on the internet anyway. Well, the floundering Atlanta Falcons 4 over the New York Jets at New York.
Who, again, Jets doing better than I thought they were going to be. I thought they were tanking. They are not tanking. They may regret not tanking, but they're not tanking.
I don't know, to be honest with you. What does that teach the players that are on the roster if you tank? Is it losing is acceptable? You know?
And I will also say this, that the senior or the quarterback class coming out is falling in stature in terms of what the,
Yeah, but you know what, Gary? This scouting of quarterbacks is not an exact science.
It's anything but an exact science.
I wouldn't be afraid to look at some kid that's playing for North Dakota State or something like that.
So anyway, back to the issue. Atlanta laying 4 points at the Jets.
Yeah.
I'm going to bounce. I'm going to take Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm going to take Atlanta also. Atlanta doesn't have any choice.
Yeah.
They have got to win.
They need to win.
Or else they fall by the wayside.
Yep.
The Jets, by the way, I can't take credit for this, but Ian Eagle,
Yeah.
we'll get to him later, but someone said when the Jets were ahead, him and Dan Fouts were,
Yeah.
and then when the Patriots moved ahead, it was like somebody told him his dog had just died. Just,
Yeah.
couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Right.
Well, we've got the Tampa Bay Bucks,
Yeah.
an interesting team.
Yes, indeed.
They're at home, 2 over Carolina. And you got 2 quarterbacks with great arms, and you wonder about their heads.
Yes, both of them. So,
Because Jameis Winston, we forget, but I don't think he's even old enough to drink beer yet. is
yeah, he's young,
he? Yeah.
and he's had some flashes. They're at home,
Yeah.
and so it's only 2. I'm taking Tampa Bay.
Well, I think Carolina is in a situation where they're not home, the pressure's off,
Yeah.
they got to do something. Although the 2 times I've bet them this year, they've gone down the tubes.
Yeah. Well, they're 4-3,
Yeah.
so they're not desperate.
It's interesting. It's going to be an interesting game. Or it's
So, who
gonna-
did you take? Carolina?
Yeah, I'm taking Carolina.
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles
Yeah.
at home, 12.5 over San Francisco.
A lot of points. Lot
Of points, but you're in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
They are going to be roaring.
Yeah, they played very well at home Monday night.
Yeah, and those fans won't accept anything except 100%. And
Yeah.
they've been waiting a long time.
I think, though, I'm going with Philly.
Yeah, me
I
too.
think they're going to roll it up.
In fact, I wonder if I'm not going to make them my best choice.
I know it's a possibility because I could see this being like a 31-10 game.
Oh,
Easy.
yeah, even
Easy.
more than that.
Yeah.
Buffalo at home, 2.5 over Oakland. Now, we can only hope for a cold day and some rain up
Yeah.
there at Rich Stadium. They still call it Rich Stadium?
I believe they do.
Yeah.
So Oakland, underachiever so far.
Yeah.
As expectations.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Now going to Buffalo.
Yep. I can't see anything but Buffalo here. Although Oakland is talented.
Yeah. Oakland's underachieved, and
That's right.
if they lose this game, they're putting themselves in a heck of a hole.
Yep.
They'll be 3-5 if they lose.
I'm going with Buffalo.
You're going with Buffalo?
Yep.
I'm going to go with Oakland.
Yeah. Carr, of course, is a much better
Yeah, I'm going to go
passer.
on the Oakland needs this game. They need to stabilize their
Yeah.
season.
Yeah. Yeah.
They win this game, they're at 4-4 at the
Yeah.
halfway point.
Yeah.
Put a good second half on and save their season.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. The next one is one of the great puzzles. Sort
Yes,
of like,
indeed.
where is Jimmy Hoffa buried? We got Cincinnati at home, 10 over Indianapolis.
Yeah.
10 points.
In Jacoby, I trust. I'm taking Indy to cover that.
Yeah. Do you know that I feel the same way as you do? But I know Cincinnati's a better team. But you know, he's got a small playbook. He's not totally in the system yet, but Jacoby's done all right.
He has.
Yeah.
He's had some bad turnovers. Other than that, you can't really say other than that. But the fact is, if he can eliminate those, he's doing okay.
Yeah. You know, no, I can't do it. I take Cincinnati, even though they have got to be. They're a team that plays without inspiration.
Yeah.
I swear. By the way, you took Oakland.
Oakland, yes.
I put that down. You wonder what kind of job Lewis is doing.
I don't know. I haven't understood why he's still there for the last
Yeah.
10 years, for crying out loud.
Tough to fire him.
Apparently.
Yeah. Maybe he's actually the hidden stepson of the owner or something.
He's got pictures or something.
Yeah. Well, here we go now. The Patriots at home.
Yeah.
7.5 against the LA Chargers. Now,
Oh, boy.
Phillip Rivers, I'm not sure whether he's a Hall of Fame quarterback or not, but he's not far from it. He's got some pretty good stats.
Yeah.
And I think he's got 7 kids, too.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, they're okay defensively.
They're not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to go with the Pats, but
that half point is... I think the Pats are going to win the game,
yeah, me too.
but 7.5.
You know, what's interesting is
gotta
we get
go.
some evens. We get some 3, 9, 4, 2. Well, we'll have a couple of pushes here, possibly.
I'm taking the Pats with you.
Yep. Seattle. No, this is a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Seattle at home, 5 over Houston.
Yeah.
Every time I bet Seattle, they lose. So,
I know. It's one of those teams. I know it.
and I got to believe that somebody's going to give Peters walking papers one of these days.
I'm picking Houston to cover.
I am too.
I'm thinking this is a 4-point game. I
Yeah.
could see this being like 27, 24.
I can see Houston winning this one outright.
I could see Houston winning
Yep.
it too. So Seattle has tended to play a lot of close games. They're still in doubt in the last 5 minutes.
There's crazy stuff happens in their games.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Houston.
Me too. Well, I mean, this is it's no end of tough choices here.
Yes.
Dallas, 2.5 favorite at Washington. Now, in the early line I saw on the internet, Washington was a 1-point favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because
They got
Ezekiel
dumped.
Elliott's playing, right?
Because they got dumped, I think, Monday night.
Yeah. And they got beat pretty good.
Yeah, Cousins appears to have lost his magic.
Yeah.
But Dallas is
Dallas
they're a
has not
mystery
been-
too, hot and cold.
They're 3-3. They
Yeah.
haven't been overly impressive.
I got to go with Dallas.
Yeah, it's a field goal game. Right, Dallas by a field goal. Oh boy, I'm gonna take Dallas as well.
Well, Sunday night, Pittsburgh 3 up in Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit's not as bad as they were pegged to be.
Yes. they've
Not
actually
world
been-
beaters,
Yeah.
but they're not bad.
500 team.
Yep.
According to this, they're actually 1-2 at home.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they lost to Green Bay at home, didn't they?
Yeah. So Pittsburgh's been, picking it up.
They have. They've been
They've been
picking it
pretty
up.
good
That's right.
lately.
I don't see how Pittsburgh loses.
I don't
this.
either. I'm taking Pittsburgh. In fact, that's another
And
potential.
I know it's another mind.
I like Pittsburgh, though.
Now look what we have.
Yeah.
Kansas City at home, 7.5 over Denver.
Yeah, on Monday night.
Yep.
This
And-
reminds me of, 2 weeks ago when the Giants were playing on Monday night and they had looked so terrible. And they actually went out to Denver. And then they just...
And they got well. In fact, they
yeah.
murdered.
They murdered
Denver.
them. They controlled the game. They just
They
dominated
manhandled
them.
them.
They manhandled them.
Yeah.
They manhandled them.
I'm going with Kansas City because I really like Kansas
Yeah, I
City.
do too, and they're at home.
Yeah.
And this is a big rivalry.
Yep. 7.5.
But, you know,
I got to do it.
I just worry that Denver
Brings their defense with them.
has the bounce back game.
Yeah.
Because they've been terrible
Yeah.
the last 2-3 weeks. Terrible. I got to take Kansas City though. But that's one. I'm not touching that game as the best choice. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Now the best.
Best bet time.
Yeah. I'm going with New Orleans.
Yeah, you've had pretty good luck with them so far this year.
Yeah, and Chicago on the road
Yeah.
they're just a bunch of frauds going through the motion. Although their defense last week, I watched that game, they actually were kind of spirited there for a while, and but their offense was, woof. The play calling was.
I'm going to actually. I'm going to take Pittsburgh Sunday night to go up and beat Detroit in Detroit.
Do you know 3 points? That's a good bet.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think Pittsburgh's going to win that game.
Yeah. Well, I think Pittsburgh's got to win that game to keep pace.
Well, they're 5-2. I mean, they
Yeah.
actually got some room in their division.
Well, yeah.
The other one I was thinking about was Baltimore because I think Baltimore is desperate. They're 2-4, 3-4.
Yeah.
You know,
But they've been in a couple of games where you said Baltimore's got to win these games, and they come up,
and I'm surprised Miami's 4-2 as well. They may be better than I thought too.
You know, I think you may be developing into quite a football forecaster because Miami is better than they look.
Yes,
I think.
they are.
Yeah.
They are.
Well,
I want to discount them, but they keep playing pretty well.
keep popping back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like Freddy Krueger. Keep
Yes,
coming out
indeed.
of that, moving out of that grave. Well, I've got stuff arranged here.
Okay.
Sort of in. How about this? How about we run through a bunch of one-liners,
Okay, one-liner
and then
time.
we shall touch upon a couple of things about the Patriots,
Okay.
but mostly the Red Sox. A lot of
Okay.
Red Sox chatter for this week.
Yes, indeed.
Now, okay, so it's time to unleash that wallet of yours.
Really?
Yep. And send in your order for a private signing of Bob Cousy, Tommy Heinsohn, and Larry Bird.
And Larry?
Larry, yep. Now, this guy's got just the signatures, and he charges $5 for the 8x10 photos.
Huh.
So, what do you think Coos is bringing?
In terms of, how much you pay to get, and you'll get back an autographed photo.
Yep.
I would say Kuz is bringing. He's a Hall of Famer, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer. So
One of
I'm
the
going to say
one of the greatest ever play.
$250.
$105.
$105. You know, I was going to say $100.
Yeah. Well, he's got Cousy at $99, Tommy Heinsohn at $99.
Okay.
So with the $5, it's $104 for each one.
Yeah.
Now,
Larry.
what sort of a premium does Larry Bird
Larry's got a
bring?
premium there. So
And you know why? Because he's really never signed a whole hell
yeah,
of a
he
lot.
doesn't sign a lot.
No.
I don't think. So I'm going to go back to my 250 on. Let's just say I had it on the wrong guy, Larry.
130.
That's it?
That's it. $1.25 and $5 for the picture.
Wow.
Yep.
And you get an autographed picture.
Yeah. So, if you want to do this, there's the guy's telephone number right there to place
Is
your
that right?
order.
Place your order, and it just show you.
Give him a credit card.
Yeah.
Tell him how many you want. You'll want multiples of those.
Huh.
While you're
Okay.
checking
That's
that
interesting.
out,
Yep.
the Patriots' TV ratings are
Yeah.
down 8%.
It's 8%.
8%. You surprised?
Not really. I mean, it's less than the overall league.
Yep.
The overall league is down even more.
Yeah.
So I'm a little surprised, maybe, but not shocked. I mean,
Yeah.
they were up against a couple of pretty good weather days for marginal fans.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So,
Tennessee, Brian Sukup,
yeah.
47 straight field goals.
Yeah. He might
from
be the best in
within
the
the
league.
50-yard line.
Yeah.
And he got two more this last weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, he might be the best in the league in terms of dependability.
And you know what? His stuff goes right down the middle.
Yeah, every time.
Whoa. Put these guys off to one side. This is great. Great story. Marshawn Lynch
Oh, my goodness.
goes on the field and manhandles an official.
And only gets one.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they rationalize it. Well, that's $100,000, you know.
So what?
Yeah, so what? I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was really surprised by it. So, you know, I don't know how you defend it. You know, that's a cardinal rule. You cannot manhandle an official,
That's right.
period.
Yeah.
So,
It's ridiculous.
you know,
I mean, if
domestic
you...
violence guys get, whatever, 6 games,
Yeah.
fine, you know. They give Tom Brady 4 games. This guy
For
goes out.
refusing to turn over his
This guy
cell
goes
phone.
out and manhandles an official.
Yeah,
And he did. He grabbed him and he gave him a forearm,
he
and the
was-
guy stumbled
And
back.
he went on the field. He was on the
Sprinted
sidelines.
Sprinted
Yeah.
on the field. Now his story is he was not there for his guys. That the guy who initiated the play is his cousin.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But here's a good one,
But
too.
I was surprised that he didn't. I thought he'd get at least 2 games. Isn't that where you draw the line?
Yeah.
Actually, physically,
That should be a 4-game
that should be
suspension.
a 4-game suspension. I agree with you.
Yeah. Well, here's something. Todd Gurley,
Yeah.
running back for the LA Rams, isn't buying this NFL business in London. He arrived with the team in London after an overnight flight from Florida. Just doesn't make sense. We play Arizona, it's a 45-minute flight. But instead, we get Arizona and us here. If we were to travel all the way from LA, it's 13 hours to travel when you can just travel 45 minutes. But hey, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
So, this lad's obviously a deep thinker.
Yes.
He got the map out and figured all this
Figured
stuff
it all out, yeah.
Did Todd ever stop and think about getting out his checkbook and seeing those big checks
Yeah.
going into his checking account? And
Yeah.
saying, gee, 7 or 8 hour flight, I could handle that.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
Pampered babies.
You better get used to it because I think they're going to end up having a franchise over there.
Well, I think there'll be 2. I
Yeah,
think
could
that's
be.
what they'll do. Yeah.
Could be 2.
Celtics,
Yeah.
better than expected.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, the injury coming right out of the gate was devastating.
Devastating, that's right.
But in terms of the long-term picture, you know, it's opening up playing time, and I still think Danny has that one more big move
I think you're right.
next summer.
The
for Anthony
Bruins.
Davis. Yep.
Disappointing, yet not unexpected.
Yeah.
I mean,
They are what they are. I mean,
They are
I
what
haven't
they
watched
are.
them much, to be honest with
Yep.
you, and been following them but not watching. And let the kids play, and let's see where we are after.
Let's see where
after the
let's see
holidays.
where it all ends up.
Yeah.
Now, I must go back to the Celtics for a second. I was listening. I promised myself I would never do this, but I started listening to Glenn Ordway the other day. And in fact, it was yesterday. And he was really dusting off Al Horford. Nicknames him Ordinary Al. Shouldn't be making 27 mil or whatever the hell he's making.
Yeah.
That was the market for him.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's what you had to pay for him.
And it's ordinary. He's just ordinary. What do you get? 13 points and 13 rebounds and 14 points or something.
Yeah, but that wasn't all you were paying for with Al Horford.
right.
I mean,
That's
he
right.
brings a lot to the
His
table.
leadership,
Yeah.
His presence in the room, his veteran prowess, and all of that.
He is. He's not at the level of a Draymond Green, but the offense runs through him, and that's the way it's
what
designed.
they were raving about was Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's only making 14 mil or 16 mil, and
But he brought more to the franchise, though. He was a big part of taking that next step as a destination that players do want to come to play for the Celtics.
And he turned in a damn good year last year.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you know he's not going to get 22 points a night.
Right.
But he is what he is, and he does his job very well.
Right.
I think, anyway.
So do I think he's worth $27 million? No, I don't.
I don't think any of them
on
are,
a blank sheet of paper.
Yeah.
But to your point, that was the market. That's what you had to pay to get
Yeah.
him. And getting him was a big strategic step for them.
That's right. It was.
Even beyond what the play on the court, it was the
other
franchise.
folks lined up
Right.
with blank contracts. Yeah.
And players are paying attention to Boston.
That's right. Yeah.
And Stevens has such an unbelievable reputation in the league.
Boy, he sure does.
Players want to play for him.
Yeah, how about that? And Danny Ainge.
Right.
Yeah. They do things right in Boston. Yeah. Well, Sports Illustrated published a list of the 25 best sports announcers.
Really?
Yeah. Number 1, Doc Emmerich.
Well, I like Doc.
I do
I
too.
like Doc a lot.
Number 2, Al Michaels.
Okay.
Number 3, Mike Breen. Now,
Number 3 for Mike Breen?
Yeah, I like Mike Breen.
I like Mike Breen too, but I'm surprised that he would be on a list like that at number 3. But okay.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Number 4, Iron Eagle.
Iron Eagle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, hold on. Now I'm starting to wonder about this list.
Number 5, Mike Tirico.
Oh, now I'm really wondering about this. Is this an ESPN list?
SI. 6 is Brian Anderson. By the way, this I had a tough time with the website. There was jumping all over the place on me. So number 9 is Kevin Harlan.
Okay.
He's got good pipes.
Yeah, he's okay.
Joe Buck 10.
Yeah.
On the other list I saw, Joe Buck was number 1.
Was he?
Yeah.
Do you like Joe Buck?
No.
You don't like Joe Buck?
No, I liked his father.
Yeah.
Number 11, Jim Nance. I find him to be somewhat overrated.
I do too.
Although,
But he can do anything. He can do anything.
yeah.
He does it all. He does from the baseball, the football, golf. He can do anything.
I think he's lightened up a lot this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, of all the ones, here's the most overrated one of all. Number 12, Dan Schulman, Sunday Night Baseball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because I hate all 3 of them.
He shouldn't even be on the list.
Gus Johnson on basketball.
Yeah, he's all right.
Then we draw. I couldn't get some of the ones in between here. Sean McDonough landed at 18.
I like Sean McDonough.
Jim Lampley at 20.
Yeah.
Arlo White, who does the Premier League soccer.
Yeah.
He's very funny. And as a bone, they threw it to Vern Lindquist, even though he's retired.
Yeah. Yeah, Vern was okay, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
So no Jack Edwards, huh?
no. Screaming Jack.
Yeah.
Joe Namath.
Joe Namath.
I saw him on Fox Financial, of all things. Under control, well-spoken, talking about the racial strife in the NFL.
Yeah.
We've got to come together. Take the demonstrations off the field. The field is for football.
I'd agree with him.
Yep. He expressed it very simply,
Yeah.
but that sums it up perfectly.
Yeah.
And my take, I wrote underneath my take, the demonstrators are doing their cause more harm than good.
Yeah.
I really think that's true. I love Mike Ditka.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm too old for this. Look, whoever you think is right is right. said Ditka, an avid supporter of Donald Trump. They had to throw that one in.
Yeah.
But I don't believe you demonstrate against the American flag. I believe in the American flag. Or demonstrate against the Constitution. I believe in the Constitution. I'm old-fashioned. There are other ways to get your point across. But I don't believe one should demonstrate against our country. Just play football. And that's the way I feel. Now I'd like to get back to my card game. He was, when Barack Obama was running for the Senate
Yeah.
in Illinois,
Yeah.
they wanted Ditka to run against him. And Ditka, in a poll, the Chicago Sun poll, had a 20-point lead.
No kidding.
Yeah, if he would run.
Wow.
And Ditka
How
thought,
could that have changed things, huh?
yeah, Ditka thought about it over the weekend, and he had a very brief press conference on Monday.
Yeah.
And he said, would like to do it, but I can't. He said, I've watched those guys in Washington, and I know that I'd get involved in fistfights on the floor, that I wouldn't take the crap that they're handing out. And knowing Ditka,
Yeah, he's probably,
truer words were
Yeah.
never spoken.
yeah.
Dancing in the end zone and celebrating on plays.
Yeah. It's a fine line.
If they want to watch that kind of crap, why don't they watch Dancing with Stars?
Yeah. Well, you know, the younger folks watch it. They love that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it allows some creativity, I guess. So I don't have a huge problem with it if it doesn't get carried away.
Okay.
If they're standing for the national anthem, they can dance in the end zone.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll have that.
Yeah.
In Forbes Field, Pittsburgh, which was the home of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
I went to games there as a
Yeah.
child. Yes.
1909 to 1970.
Yeah.
Something very, very unusual happened in those 61 years. Any guesses?
No.
A no-hitter was never pitched
At
in
Forbes Field?
Forbes Field.
No, I didn't realize that. That's
Yeah.
an interesting tidbit. Yes, I used to go there as a child
Yeah.
with my father and grandfather when we'd go to visit them in Pennsylvania.
I used to root for the Pirates when I
Yeah.
was a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Two things about going to a hockey game in Calgary at the Saddle Dome. The quietest crowd you're ever going to hear.
Really?
I was in the first balcony on the end. I could hear them yelling for each other for line changes.
No kidding.
Yeah, and yelling for the puck.
Huh.
The players. Second thing, there's a dumpy little shack at the edge of the main parking lot. Ed's Buffalo Wings.
Ed's Buffalo Wings.
I never had better buffalo wings in my life.
Is that right?
Yeah. I went up to the Calgary for a trade show. They had it on the mezzanine section.
Yeah.
And at noontime, I walked over like 3 days in a row for the wings.
For the wings,
yeah.
huh?
And then one night I went to the hockey game.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. But anyway, by the way, Shad Khan, the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars,
Yeah.
said he'd be open to signing free agent Colin Kaepernick. And then the kind of filtered down to Tom Coughlin, the team's executive vice president who has final say, and he declined to comment. And that was the end of that.
Yeah.
There's no signing of Colin Kaepernick.
Apparently not.
But you don't mess with old Coughlin. He's a tough boy.
Yeah, he is. And he doesn't want to deal with that issue.
Nope. He's got enough things to deal with.
Right.
And then the NFL adds to boycott.
Yeah.
Hyundai, that Sweet Caroline ad where they're singing at each other.
Yeah.
Bud Light, Dilly Dilly.
Dilly Dilly. Yeah. Yeah.
And the other Bud Light. Osco, Bud Light here. The
Oh, yes.
moron walking around weddings and shopping
shows up at the
malls.
funeral. Yeah.
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 Chevrolet
And they just play the same one ads over and over and over and over
and over.
It's just, oh my God.
And Chevrolet, because I just hate they have too many ads on.
Yeah.
And those pretend people, these are not actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And Dr. Pepper, because I hate Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
don't know
I'm
anybody
not a
can drink
Dr.
that.
Pepper guy either.
So anyway, 1934.
Yeah.
Daffy Dean, that was Paul Dean, of the St. Louis Cardinals, pitched a no-hitter against the Brooklyn Dodgers for a 3-0 victory in the second game of an Ebbets Field doubleheader. Daffy's brother Dizzy held Brooklyn hitless until the 8th inning in the opener, of which the Cardinals won 13-0. I suppose that's probably the best pitching performance by brothers.
By brothers in a single
on the
day.
same day.
Yeah. Interesting.
Y.A. Tittle passed away, and his name was Yelberton Abraham Tittle.
No kidding. Yelberton.
Yeah, family name, and I loved him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember him as a
Yeah.
kid watching him play.
He was so professional.
Yeah.
I came over and of course I loved the Giants back in those days. It was the only thing we had.
Yeah.
on
Only came in
TV,
town.
you know?
That's right.
So rest in peace, Y.A. Tittle.
Absolutely.
Danny Trevathan got 2 games for that horrible hit against Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
He appealed it, and they reduced it to 1.
I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the dirtiest player in the league, I think, is Vontaze Burfict, who just plays totally under control.
Yeah.
And he got a 5-game suspension for, his egregious hit on running back Anthony Sherman.
Yeah. He's a repeat offender, I think.
He appealed it and got it reduced to 3.
To 3.
I mean, here's a guy, these 2 guys, you want them off the field,
Right.
okay? They've done something totally horrible. And so what the hell does James Thrash do? He's the mediator that's agreed by both management and the players. They hired him. So, and one other thing I want to tell you about, Green Bay Packers Hall of guard Jerry Kramer
Yeah. I read
has
his book.
finally been picked as a finalist, senior finalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's good.
If there was a better guard that ever played,
Yeah.
why isn't he in the Hall of Fame?
I would have thought he was, to be honest
He
with you.
must, maybe he was kind of a wise guy or a smart aleck. Or,
Well, he wrote the book, right? He had
Yep.
his diary or whatever book or whatever it was. Him and Jim Bouton in those days.
Jim Bouton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the relief pitcher, too. Jim Bouton was a starter.
Jim Bouton did it.
It was a reliever, too.
12-4.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to talk about ghosts, but we can't do it because we got to get back to the Red Sox.
Okay.
So we'll get to ghosts. But I got one picture for you. You old pirate fan, you.
Wow. Look at that. Huh.
Who are those 3 critters?
I don't know.
2 are Hall of Famers.
This guy,
Has the most valuable baseball card in existence.
he does?
Yep. Honus Wagner.
Honus Wagner.
Yeah, he's on the most valuable baseball card.
Huh.
Honus Wagner. In the middle, Ralph Kiner.
Ralph Kiner, a young Ralph Kiner.
Yep. And on the right, a guy that time has forgotten, but he was a good shortstop for 10 or 12 years, and that's Frankie Justine.
Frankie Justine. Huh. Show the picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
3 Pittsburgh
Yeah,
Pirates.
3 Pittsburgh Pirates.
Honus Wagner. Wow.
So, anyway, so we're going to get to the ghosts the next time. And has this lady been fired, Jamel Hill, yet off ESPN?
I think she was suspended.
I know that, and she came back, and I believe she got bumped again.
Yeah,
But
as she should.
yeah, and MSNBC anchor Joy Reid says this is the worst time to be a human being.
Well, maybe she should check out then.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe they're that's the end of the ball game for
Yeah.
her. Now, let's see what we have here. The Patriots as we go into Week 8.
Yeah, coming around.
Yep. What do you think?
I think they're coming around. I still think they're going to go 12-4 probably. They're going to be in the playoffs. Defense is coming around.
Yeah, I just thought that I have. They're now regrouping and they're beginning to get the parts in the right order.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's been really impressive how this kid Batamosi stepped in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Alan Branch, the prodigal child, has returned.
He has returned.
David Harris.
Finally on the field.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but this team still commits too many penalties.
Yeah.
This isn't
But
a
that's
Patriot
for the
deal.
Patriots, that's fixable.
Yep. And here's a crazy idea. Give Jimmy G a start, and at the same time, give Brady a breather to catch his breath.
He's gotten hit a lot.
Yep.
He certainly has gotten hit a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to
If there's a
that.
weak team on the schedule, I really believe that would be good for all involved. Now, here's a nice picture of former Bruins draft choice, number 1 draft choice, Malcolm Subban.
Yeah.
Yep. Goaltending against the Bruins and beating them 3-1
Yes,
out there.
out in Vegas, yeah.
How interesting is that?
Yeah,
Couldn't play here.
couldn't play here. Had some injury issues.
Yeah, we'll skip that.
Bad first round pick, though.
Now, what have we here?
Ah,
The Red Sox report card.
okay.
One other thing that I got to tell you. Steve Buckley's slipping badly.
Is he?
Yep. And his headlines, Cora's job to make Sox likable again.
No, win, baby.
He must provide X's and O's that sometimes win or lose ball games, and whatever the outcome, are constantly dissected and analyzed throughout Red Sox Nation. He must find a way to bring calm and order to the clubhouse. He must play a role in inspiring Red Sox fans to genuinely love their team again. He is trying to, he is saying that John Henry has told Dombrowski that is what he wants in a manager.
That's the priority. Yeah.
And it's got to be a minority, too. I'm sure of that.
I think we'll see what he does. I think he's an interesting choice.
You know,
Hopefully he can ignore the noise and relate to the players, because that's his supposedly his strength.
And he also embraces the analytics to a large degree. This is now Buckley talks about the things you got to do. This is the one last one: attitude.
Yeah.
When you hit a home run, style a little. Watch it, pimp it, trot up the line a couple of steps, and then flip your bat. This isn't 1950. It's 2017. The sooner Major League Baseball, and especially the Red Sox, come to grips with this, the more fun the games are going to be. Well, how about it's going to be real fun for the guy next time he gets up and gets a ball buried in his ribs? I mean, how are we going to deal with that?
You know, they don't do that like they used to.
No, you're right.
Flipping your bat is not as egregious as it used to be.
Yeah.
And they're looking for style, right? So as far as the Red Sox go, I hope they're flipping bats because that'll mean they're hitting home runs, which they didn't hit enough of this year.
Amen. Amen.
So
and on that
I'll deal
note,
with flipping bats if that means you're actually hitting home runs for a change.
all right, now we're going to be honest on this.
Okay.
All right. Christian Vasquez,
Yeah.
A- is what they give him.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Maybe compared to what I expected, maybe a B plus, but
Yeah, I'm more in the B.
I'd like him to hit a little more.
I'm more in the B camp.
Yeah.
But he did hit well in the last, say, 6 weeks,
Yeah.
8 weeks of the season. But I still wish he wouldn't.
He and Leon both need to work on the low ball and the balls in the dirt. They don't, they don't necessarily get position. They both have great arms, so they both have great throwing arms, which is nice.
Yeah, but Vasquez wants to show his off too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Sandy Leon. This is, by the way, is Michael Silverman in the Herald.
Yeah.
Sandy Leon, he gave him a B.
Yeah, I'd give him really a C.
Yep.
I mean, he's an average catcher.
Yeah, I'll go with the C.
Yeah.
He's an average. Well, he's above average defensively, and I think he calls a good game. Sale certainly loves him.
Yeah.
But man, his batting average was what, 220 or something.
So I might be able to be talked into a C plus, but that's about it.
That's it. Mitch Moreland, he got him down for a B plus.
No, I'd take off the plus.
Okay, but I think
He hit some homers.
23, I believe, or 21 or 23.
I think it was 23. He
And
slumped through the middle of the season.
he did, but he also had a broken toe.
Yeah.
And he also had what?
another-
Was
he
it
had
fingers
another
or something?
Injury, yeah.
Yeah. So, the B plus, I'll agree with him on that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't expect any more than that from him.
I didn't either. So
I mean, he is
to
what
be
he
fair,
is.
I didn't expect
You
a
know,
lot either.
Hanley Ramirez, C minus.
I probably agree with that, C minus.
Yeah. But a couple of times he remarks, a paltry payoff for the high expectations in salary.
Yeah.
Salary's got nothing to do with it. This is the performance the guy put on
Right.
the field. But still, I think C minus. I'll buy that.
Yeah, he hit some homers, but he hit 240. He only had
He hit
60 RBIs or something. He's hitting the middle. He hit in the middle of the lineup all year. One place anywhere from 4 to 6. And he had 60 RBIs. So
Here's the thing that the Red Sox have got to have is they got to have some protection for Mookie Betts and Andrew Benintendi
right.
in the cleanup spot. Okay, and these guys will both hit 20 points higher. Mm-hmm. But he didn't do it.
Right.
My shoulder.
Yeah, he didn't do it. And Bogarts didn't do it either.
Yeah, that's right. Now, Dustin Pedroia, C plus.
I would give him. I'm actually okay with that. When he was healthy, he was okay. He's still a good defensive
When he was
second
healthy,
baseman.
he's a B. No question
Yeah.
about it.
So
And he tried, he went out there and worked his butt off.
he always does. He
Yeah.
had surgery. He just had surgery, so he's not. He's going to miss the first 2 months.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he did have surgery.
He'd had surgery either today or yesterday. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
B minus for Xander Bogaerts, and I think that nails it right on.
B
the nose.
minus?
B minus.
I know. I'm not. I'm more like a C minus. I thought he was one of the biggest disappointments on the team.
Well-
he went from being. He's gone from being a line drive, really impact middle of the order
Yeah.
hitter, to a slap hitter. He slaps at the ball.
So
He-
yeah. So I.
What did he hit? 8 homers.
Yeah.
I expected that. I would have expected him to be in the mid-20s by now when he came.
Well,
up.
here's the point with him too.
So I'm going C minus.
I mean, good work. I keep saying to myself, was he hurt
right.
and just a one to play through it, or was he in love? I don't know.
You look at the list of the top shortstops in the game today, starting with Correa in Houston, right? He is nowhere near the top 5, and I don't even think he's in the top 10
No,
right
and
now.
nowhere near Lindo there for Cleveland
Yeah.
either.
We could sit here with a little thought, and I think he would have difficulty breaking the top 10. And
How
if you,
about Didi?
and if you, Didi's better.
Yeah.
Didi's much better.
Yeah.
And he's better defensively too.
And he came
And so
unheralded to New
if
York.
you told me 3 years ago that in 3 years I wouldn't rate Bogaerts in the top 10 shortstops, I would have told you were crazy. He's gone backwards.
No question. Rafael Devers, A. You know,
Okay, maybe A minus. He had some defensive lapses.
That's exactly what I was going to say. The D
Yeah.
didn't hold up, so A minus.
He's an exciting young player, but he needs to improve defensively.
If I had my way, I'd say, Rafael, I want you down at Pawtucket next year. At
Yeah,
least through
well-
midseason. I
don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think it is either. They don't have the guts to do it in Boston.
Yeah, well, we'll see what they do in the offseason. If you had to-
Left fielder Andrew Benintendi, A. He had some dry spells.
He did.
A minus?
I'd probably go A minus.
Yeah. Jackie Bradley Jr., B plus.
No.
No.
I'm not buying that.
Nope.
I'm giving him a C.
Giving him a C is right. I'll give him a C plus. He's
For his
great
defense.
defensively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He threw better this year. He's a little more accurate.
Mookie Betts, A, straight A.
No.
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 Yep.
I mean, I'd give him a B plus.
Yep. That's good. Chris Young, D.
Yeah, I'm
I-
good with that.
I'll give
He
him
was
I
disappointed.
give him the old F.
Yeah. He needs to go. He should be.
Brock
upgraded.
Holt, C. Are you
Brock
kidding
Holt?
me?
I mean, honestly, I'm thinking F on Brock Holt.
Bingo. I'll go for that. Eduardo Nunez, A minus.
First time here, I'm okay with that.
Me too.
Couldn't stay healthy at the end, but
Devin Marrero, B minus. Now, Devin can't hit his weight,
can't hit,
but
but
he is marvelous in the field.
he throws the leather.
And he did some things when he got in there.
Yeah.
He did some good
I'm okay with a
things.
B minus
Yep.
because of his defense and his versatility.
Well, Chris Sale, A.
A minus. He faded.
Yep. Pomerantz, B plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. Rick Porcello, C minus.
C minus. Okay. As long as we get the minus on there.
Oh, I'm just going to go C plus.
He ate up innings.
He ate up innings, and he had good stuff. He
Yeah.
got no support.
No.
16 starts where there was one or less runs they scored?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
tough. Eduardo Rodriguez, our mysterious left-handed pitcher.
Yeah.
B minus.
C.
Yep. Yep. He's got a great arm.
Yeah.
That's it. Doug Fister, B minus.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
He did his job.
He came
Did his
and
job.
he did his job.
For what you got, you signed him as
Yeah.
a free agent in the middle
And
of
I'm
the
sure they're going to make an effort to see if they can get
season. Yeah,
another year out
hopefully.
of him.
Yeah.
David Price, B minus.
No.
No.
I'm C with him.
Yep.
Maybe,
At best.
Maybe at best.
Yep. And by the way, he may have discovered gold with this guy. He may be the left-handed
Yeah.
reliever we're looking
Yeah,
for.
$31 million
Yeah.
left-handed reliever.
Yeah, that's
good.
but at least he'd be functional.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kimball, B plus. Now,
Oh,
was this because of the flame out at the end?
I don't know, but I would give him an A, quite frankly.
You, me both. Addison Reed, a B.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yep. In fact, I hope they go out of their way to sign
I hope
him.
they do too.
Matt Barnes, a B.
B
No
minus.
way.
No way. I might say C plus on him.
Okay.
He did.
C plus.
He had his moments, and
I'm
he
gonna-
did.
C. Joe
Yeah.
Kelly, B.
No,
No.
but I would give Kelly maybe a B minus or a C plus.
That's
He-
the best I'm willing to go.
Yeah. He settled into the role and did some. It was good, great at times, but I don't trust. It's
But
hard to
I
trust him.
can't have a relief pitcher that can't control the ball.
Yeah, it's hard to trust him.
Heath Hembry, B minus.
No.
Well, if the world
C.
was full of right-handed batters, he'd be an
Yeah,
all-star.
that's right.
But no, C.
I'd give him a C.
Yeah, straight
Maybe-
C.
Yeah.
Robbie Scott, B minus. We didn't see enough of
C.
him. C is right. Fernando Abad, C plus. C minus.
C minus.
Austin Maddox, B.
For when he was here, I'm okay with that. I mean, he was a.
Me too,
like-
and I think
it's like,
this
who
may
is this
be
kid?
maybe a potential. This kid's got a great arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we may see him around.
John Farrell, B.
Oh my gosh.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. I mean, I'd give him a C.
Yep.
He did win the division.
At best. And Dave Dombrowski, B minus. C.
I'd say, well, he made the sale trade.
Yep. All right.
I'm
B.
gonna give him a C plus.
C plus. Okay. Now, supposedly, one of the things that came out of the Cora hiring was supposedly. Now, this is the meatheads on talk radio.
Yeah.
That, well, Dan won't be going on the road with the team and looking over Cora's shoulder the way he did with Farrell. Dan will do as he goddamn well pleases, I think.
Yeah, Dombrowski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't think managers can set that.
no. Well, I know this was the meatheads talking,
Oh,
the
yeah.
talking heads, and they were saying, well, John Henry will tell them that. Because this, what they're saying is, this is John Henry's boy. He is the anointed son.
Okay.
And the John Henry and Sam Kennedy, while they didn't stuff him down Dombrowski's throat, they made it clear that that's a good choice, Dan.
Yeah.
So,
And I think it is, too.
And who knows?
We'll see.
Who knows where the truth is?
Right.
But I will say this much: he was a solid citizen when he was a ball player with
Yeah,
his team,
yeah.
and everybody liked him.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's better than having a guy that everybody hates.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to can he manage pitching? I mean, I'm not worried about him in X's and O's. He's a baseball guy through and through.
Now, as soon as they're done in the World Series, I'm sure he goes right on the griddle.
Yeah.
And I think the first thing they're going to say a lot of things, but you're going to dump the coaching staff? Mm-hmm. Do you?
It depends if he has somebody. You know, it's the pitching coach, right? Is the top part. Do you believe in this guy?
Well, Kyle is.
I think he's done okay.
He's all right.
I think
but-
he's done okay.
Yeah. But you know what? Porcello had his problems.
Yeah.
And Fernandez.
So I would think he might want to bring in his own team.
Yeah.
And I would be okay with that. It's really his call.
And if he can't change Kelly's wind-up or his motion or whatever and get him to concentrate on throwing strikes, what the hell? So give him his walking
Anytime
papers.
I hear, and it was the same thing with Farrell when people said, "Let's fire Farrell." It's like I'm okay with it. I'm just
Yep.
like I'm okay, but I want to know who's coming in. I mean, so do you want to get rid of the pitching coach? Okay, who are you bringing in?
If you got your guys,
You
okay.
know?
Well, folks, we've been given the signal that our hour is up.
Indeed.
But we shall be back in a couple of weeks with lots more.
Yeah.
So have a great night. Enjoy the fall colors.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yep, snow's coming.
Oh, don't say that.
Very good. Thanks for tuning in. Good night,
Good night.
folks.